Hey everybody, my name is Jill and this is Yoga for Real Life. So I am a teacher by day as well as yoga instructor and a mom of three. And sometimes you just don't have time to do the full length yoga classes or spread out on a mat. You may not have the space or just, like I said, may not have the time. So these are quick 10-minute videos for how to squeeze in some yoga into your day for those who are living real life. All right, so let's get started in mountain pose this morning first. So mountain pose is basically a pose where you keep your entire body aligned, straight up and down. You feel like you've got a string going straight through the top of your forehead to the bottom of your feet. Belly is strong. Back is relaxed if you can get it a little bit. Legs are solid. Shoulders are rolled up and back down, giving some space between your neck. And hands are open at your side. Now, if you stand here, you can do this anytime, in any place, in any line, anywhere. And most people won't notice. Well, if your hands are out, they might, but just get these arms out for now while you're home. Let's take a deep breath in through your nose. And a big exhale to start. And from now on, we're going to be doing all our breaths in and out through our nose. Try to slow that breathing down and enjoy just a few minutes of giving yourself some time. Now we're going to bring our hands to our heart center to help begin with our focus. I want you to still keep your legs nice and tight. Bring your toes up just to help ground your feet, lifting up your toes. Or if you're wearing slippers, kick off those slippers for a minute. Inhale your arms all the way up to the ceiling. And bring them back down to center. Now this time when you inhale your arms up, I want you to drop your shoulders but continue to reach your arms up to the sky. So see how I created that space between my shoulders and my neck? Now what you're doing is you're still stretching your arms, you're still stretching your back, you're still stretching your rib cage, but you're also giving some space in your neck. Because these days, especially with our technology and looking at the phones all the time, we spend so much time with our necks down, necks down. So actually, why don't we bring our necks back, bring our head to the sky, staring at our fingertips, noticing what needs painting in the house, and relax your hands back down to the center. Now this time, after we go up into the air, we're going to bring our hands and bend at the waist, reaching down toward our toes. Now when you do this, if you need to, put a slight bend in your knees so you don't strain your back. But if you're more flexible, go ahead and keep your legs straight. So once again, legs are solid, belly is solid, hands are at heart center. Inhale your arms up and exhale with a big bend toward the ground. And you're going to inhale up, making your back flat. Exhale again, back down toward the ground. And arms are going wide again, big. Inhale, up, 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 up. And bringing your arms back to center. All right, we're going to try that one more time. Legs are solid. Arms are going up to the sky. Exhale, bending at the waist, reaching toward the ground. Put a slight bend in your knees if you need it. Inhale, bring your back up to a flat back. Exhale, hands back down toward the floor. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, back down to your heart center. Now this time we're just going to warm our thighs up a little bit by moving into chair pose. So here we go. Inhaling your arms up. Exhaling down toward the ground. Inhaling up to a flat back. Exhale back down to the floor. Inhaling up to the sky. And as you come back down, you're going to swing your arms around and come on into a chair pose. It doesn't have to be too far down, but you want to be down far enough that your legs start feeling it. Now do your best to try to keep your knees back behind your ankles. And arms are pointed about a 45-degree angle. Just hang on here for a couple more breaths. 2, 1, and come on back up and bring your arms back down to your heart center. Okay, that was great. Should feel a little bit of a warm-up, especially if this is first thing in the morning. Okay, for our next pose, we're going to move into Warrior 1 and then to Warrior 2. Like I said, just a quick 10-minute workout. We'll get your heart moving a bit and give you some time while your coffee's brewing. Okay, for this one, you're going to bring your right foot back about a foot. Bring your left foot forward. So the idea here is to keep your hips facing forward. And the distance between your legs, you're going to have to adjust because as you bend your knee forward, keeping your back leg straight, you're going to want to make sure your knee does not go past your toes. So in this case, I'll need to create a little bit more space. So do what you have to do if you don't have much space. So I've had to move my knee forward, my front leg forward. Hips are facing forward, bending that front knee so I can feel a stretch in my back leg. The rest of my body is straight up. Inhale, lifting your arms up to the sky again and bend that knee forward a little bit more. Great job. A couple more breaths here. Great job. Now I want you to turn to the side so your feet are about the same distance. Scooch that front leg out a little bit more. You're going to need a little more space because you can stretch a little more from this direction. And this is Warrior 2. Your toes are going to point straight in front of you, the front toes. Back toes are going to stay about the same direction. You're going to bend the front leg. Keep this back leg straight and solid. Bring your arms up. Breathe. Get a deep bend. This is Warrior 2. We're going to just take a couple breaths here. And inhale it back. Straightening it back up. Putting your hands on your hips. Now one more time I want you to bend that front leg. This time I want you to put your front elbow on that front leg and reach your arm up over your ear to just stretch that side. One big stretch for 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and use those arms to pull yourself back up. Now, I'm going to turn the other way. We're going to go back to Warrior 1 again. So this time, last time I had my left foot in front, this time I bring my right foot. So whichever foot wasn't in the front, make sure you've got that one in the front this time. Stepping that back leg back about another foot. Remember, you want to make sure your knee doesn't go past your ankle. Hips are facing toward the front. Bending that front knee. And as you bend that front knee, make sure it doesn't go past your ankles. Like I said, hips are squared toward the front. You should feel a stretch back here in the rear. And bringing your arms up. This is Warrior 2. 1. Take a couple more breaths here. And if you can bend a little deeper, that's great. And come on back up, straighten that front leg. Bring your hands back to your hips. Going to turn to the side. Scoot your legs out a little bit more. Pointing that front toe straight ahead again. Going to bend that front leg. So getting a little bit of a different stretch, keeping that back leg straight. Arms coming up straight ahead. This is Warrior 2. Get as steep a bend as you can. Try to get a little bit deeper. Remember to keep breathing. It's the important thing. Always remember to breathe. Great job. And straightening that front leg again. Okay, one last move. Bringing your front leg in the bent position, bringing your front elbow to that knee, and you're going to reach and do a big stretch, getting that Left side stretched. For a couple more breaths here. All right. And come on back up the center. Now go ahead for just one back stretch of your arms. Interlace your hands behind you. Take one more big stretch. You might have heard that crack. It's the morning. Looking up to the sky. Giving your arms one more relaxed move. And coming back to your center. Now, that's been our first 10 minutes. What I want to make sure that you do is take about 30 seconds after you turn off this video to just sit and quietly let your body calm down. If you can lay down, that's ideal. That's Shavasana. But if you don't have the space or in the middle of things, go ahead, just pull up a chair for a minute. Take a few deep breaths. And just give your body a chance to calm and center, because really you just actually did a lot of work in those 10 minutes. Congratulations. So take time for that breath, and I hope to see you again. And I am Jill, and this is Yoga for Real Life.